How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Okay, so a few small channel updates. So whenever something happens, some kind of notification, something happens, something should pop up on the screen. I do also have I'm trying to get Ortex. Whenever I was getting it set up, it was set just a little high. I do want to have some of my, I have no problem putting in my own funds for Ortex, but a little goal that I'd like to have just so I can get it. All my money is actually tied up in AMC and Gamestop and stuff. So absolutely zero pressure for anything like this, but just wanted to put that out there just in case somebody is feeling generous. But let's see what is going on. We'll talk about what happened on the day. A little bit of news, see what's going on. No problem. I am still okay. I feel good, and I'll tell you why I feel good, because I was very nervous earlier. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what happened on AMC. You know what? Let's start with GameStop, and then we'll go to AMC. A lot to talk about on AMC. So, and we will talk about Doge. You best but freaking leave it. Okay, so here, so we do have GameStop. So GameStop is down just 0.91% on the day, less than 1%, which I'm perfectly happy with. I'm cool, no problem. All right. Next thing is in the after hours, up 0.54%. Very nice for GameStop. Not bad at all. A bit of a dip. It was at around 178, 175, just kind of 170s down to 160. And so we'll see what happened. As you can see, we did have this kind of squeeze down that I was anticipating, right? And as you can see, it kind of broke through pretty well. This break was pretty harsh, and then it just kind of fell through. And so this is exactly what I was looking for whenever I put these kind of trend lines, right? Trying to see what's going to happen. Realistically, though, looking at the squeeze down, yeah, it did like a little false breakdown here. Really nothing I'm too worried about. But as you can see, it's still looking pretty dang good. Oh, DeMarkey or text tip jar. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So theoretically, this thing should fill up. And so we are trying to get this dang Ortex. Is this thing not going to fill? Is this lame? Okay, we'll see if this fills. Hopefully it fills. Thank you so much for the super chat. It should have had a cool animation and everything, but I'm not sure if it played or not. But thank you so much for the oh my gosh. This is disappointing. Am I wearing the right hat? I'm wearing the wrong hat. Oh, here we go, super chat. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. There we go. I'm just a little bit behind here. I'm too fast, I guess, huh? And then hopefully that fills up here. So we'll just make sure. But while that thinks about its life, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Hopefully we can get them some Ortex going very soon and get that working. But so back to GameStop here. So yes, so still within the squeeze down, right? We can see still within here. I did change it to the 4-hour candles just to have a little more, just to give us a better feel about exactly what's going on. Okay. And still within it. So we'll see what happens as we get closer and which way we break through in the squeeze down. Now, let's talk about all of our favorite good old AMC. AMC was down 3.30% on the day, after hours up 0.64%. Now, I'm sure we all heard the news about the AMC shareholders meeting. And this news is that AMC Entertainment Holdings, they rescheduled its annual meeting of stockholders to July 29th. Whenever this released earlier in the day, I can't remember the exact time this was released. Unfortunately, there's not a time in here. But whenever this released, I was very nervous. Just personally, I was very nervous. Because here's the deal. I know the fatigue is so real. Even me personally, like I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Just because it's very taxing to just be all over it all the time. And so I try to just like sometimes I have to take a step back, you know, and as bullish and as hard as I can dang hold this stock, I do get a little nervous just with this kind of news, right? Nothing's going to make me change. Nothing's going to make me, nothing. Olive says nothing's going to make me sell. See you guys later. See ya, Olive. Right. Nothing's going to make me sell either. And so I'm just holding, but I know that people are feeling that fatigue. And so, you know, there are ways to combat the fatigue, and that's a video I've been thinking about making. Maybe that now would probably be a good time to release that, or at least actually make it and release it. But yeah, so I was afraid that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm done with this and yada, yada, yada. But to my satisfaction, to my pleasure, they held, and it did not dip below $9. And I was very, very, very happy to see that. Very happy to see that. So freaking tastic. And so that's what's going on with AMC. I know it was a bit of a scary day, but I'm feeling okay. I'm happy with the way this went. Not too worried about it at all. Let me say hi to the chat really quick. Not neglecting anybody. Just want to say hi really quick and see what's going on. Dog says, what a day. Yes. How? Lee, what's up? DeMarcus says, I'm not going anywhere. Raptor says, happy Tendies Tuesday. How says, painful to watch today. It was a rough day, but it's okay. Nothing to sweat at all. B of A news makes me happy. What was the B of A news? I should have done news. Oh, a downgrade or something? Yeah, I'm not sure what the B of A news was. Today was rough, but I bought more AMC. Like a sedative, it calms me. I'm with you there. John says, what's up, Captain Cash? The sea is choppy, but we keep hodl. Absolutely diamond hands forever. My son is trying to get a mortgage through them. Yeah, here's the deal. If anyone's looking for a mortgage, I used Bank of America, and it was fan-freaking-tastic. They're having so many benefits from going through them. They were the best rate. They gave you the most assistance programs, everything like that. It was holy smokes. So definitely get a quote for them at the very least. Get multiple quotes. Doge, we're gonna get to Doge in just a second. Eric says, Corey, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic, my friend. Bloody day. Did take a position in BNGO, and that's green so far. Hey, very nice, very, very nice. Let's see. Okay, so excellent question. How says, so what's everyone's opinion on why Adam Aaron postponed the meeting until July? Wouldn't it be better to have to have the stock pushed up on the Good Faith News? And so that is the $1 million question. Why did he delay it? What happened? What's going on? Yada, yada, yada. No one knows. Well, I think he kind of mentioned though, right? Like he said, or they said, okay, so the postponed, that was supposed to be held today. The date change will provide additional time for its millions of current individual shareholders to have their voices heard and more time to cast ballots on important shareholder matters. The annual meeting has been rescheduled for July 29th and a new record date of June 2nd, 2021 has been established for stockholders entitled to vote on the meeting. Okay. So June, July. So that's that. Oh, Raptor, thank you so much for the super chat for the Ortex tip jar. I don't know why it's not filling that tip jar. It's going to make me go nuts. I'll talk with the guy that I'm working with that helped me set this up. If anybody's good with Streamlabs, let me know. Maybe you can help me, but well, maybe that guy can help me too. But if anyone's professional with it and knows how to fix this, it should have worked for the super chats. I know I get the message for super chat, but I don't know, weird stuff. But I appreciate the tips. It would look a lot cooler if it was getting filled, but hope maybe tomorrow. So let's continue here. again, so just to double down on that, I'm not worried about it. I really don't know why this happened. Realistically, they're saying to cast more ballots on shareholder matters. And keep in mind, guys, if you haven't voted, please be sure to vote. Michael Andrews says it's just FUD. Don't worry about it. And Michael, I'm with you, my friend. I just wanted to address it just to make sure that everyone's on the similar page on just know my opinion. You can develop your own opinion. But my opinion is, it just seems like they want to give more time. Realistically, I think everyone needs to make sure that they are voting on these matters. It seems like that's why they kind of did this, to make sure everyone's voting. If you haven't voted, please just take two. It was so easy. And I have a video on how I'm voting. Realistically, I'm voting. I think I voted yes to everything except for the share for the 500 million shares, and that's off the table now. So realistically, I just voted yes to everything. I think everything except for that, just because the other ones I think were just giving the what is it, whoever the people raises, bonuses, whatever it was. I'll give them whatever they want. You know why? I want to keep them happy. I want them to know that the apes took care of them, and I want them to know that we have their back. They need to have our back, and that's why I said yes to everything. I know right now giving like them raises or salary, whatever it is going to be. I know it may not seem like the best time, but you know what? I want to keep them happy. And if they're happy, I'm happy. If they're happy, they're performing, yada, yada, yada. And that's why I said yes to basically everything. I just want to make sure they're good to go. All right. So just my personal thoughts on it, really not worried about it at all. No worries. All right. So actually, this is a great point, Hal, because the first thing, well, I guess the second thing, first thing I was nervous about how people would react. The second thing that I had an issue with is my freaking calls. My calls are for July and September, which is why, and this is why I push them out, because you never know what the heck is going to happen. I'd rather have the extra time, pay the extra premium. Can you imagine if for the poor people that had like May 28th, May 21st, May 14th, all of these even May 7th, all of these calls right here, like, and now what? It's just like those poor people they can't even. It's risky. Call options are risky. And so keep that in mind. These people now, depending on how much they bet on it, and we can see, right? We can see what people were betting. Look, a lot of people for $10. Nothing too high at the, 24. I mean, there's like 2,000. So it's not nothing. Here's 1,000 at the 13,000 at the $20 strike price for May 14th. A lot of people were hoping for something to happen there, right? Unfortunately, it does not seem to be the case. So that is that. And so that's why we have to be super, super, super careful with our options. You never know what the heck is going to happen. Look at me, right? Look at me with Microvision. I was in Microvision and I was doing well. Let's look at the 5-day. I was doing well back here and I should have exited my position. Then again, it was hard to exit because I could have only exited here at the beginning of the day. But anyways, and I held, and look where I am now. My options are expire on the 21st, probably going to expire worthless, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's going to hurt a lot, and but that's the way it goes sometimes. So just so you guys know, just wanted to put that out there because that's what happened. Anti-Ace says, anyone notice the crazy amount of bot comments on live chats on AMC vids all day? I haven't noticed it today, but I do know that Trey's trades. Let's pull up Trey's trades, right? So we'll pull up Trey's trades. It should be trades trade. There it is. $9 bounce. And actually, I should be close up here, right? Oh, I'm not. Oh, there we go. Look at me. I thought I had the most likes. I don't. That's all right. He called it though. Trey called a $9 bounce for today, and he was right. I got to give him credit. But let me see if we can find his. No, this is not the right one. He posted something about the. Where are you at? Where are you at? All right. Well, I guess I can't find it, but he did post something saying about the shills. So basically, what happened is a lot of people stormed his dang comment section, and so they're moving to everything. It's been a plethora. So just be very, very careful with these YouTube comments, all the comments, Twitter comments, everything like that, because people have been saying that AMC's a dead cat, GameStop's a dead cat. They're also saying that they're switching back to Robinhood because yada yada yada, a bunch of Robinhood stuff. So just be very, very careful. Another thing I want to address is Robinhood. It's not too late, in my opinion. I really don't think it's too late to transfer out of Robinhood if you haven't already. I am going to make a video on this. Fidelity. I spoke to Fidelity and I said, I was talking to them about some stuff, and I said, hey, last question. What's going on with AMC and GameStop? What happens if this thing runs again? Are you guys, I know you guys didn't do anything last time, but what's your opinion on it? What can you say about it? And the guy, he said, honestly, he goes, what Robinhood did was such a no-no. It is unreal. He says they were 100% in the wrong. He was very serious, very stern on his they were wrong, and he was so confident in his answer. And holy smokes, that guy was not messing around. And he said, no way around it. They should never, ever have halted trading like that ever. And he doubled down on that. So you know what? I feel pretty good about my chunk being in Fidelity. And recently it's been taking about 48 hours for everything to get transferred. I feel like most people who have transferred, or most people already have transferred who were going to transfer. And so, probably took a little while at the beginning there, but now they're kind of flowing. So it's not too late. Oh, AS says B of A, Bank of America, reports extreme hedge funds selling. Ooh, very interesting. Stozy says, you're welcome, guys. I paper handed Doge so it can skyrocket. Yep. As soon as you sell out, right? What happens? It runs. As soon as you buy in, it dips. As soon as you sell out, it runs. That's the story of stocks. Someone said, I don't trust Adam Aaron. I don't know why you wouldn't trust Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron has done everything in the best interest of the apes, even taken off his 500 million shares that he wanted for not even to use, just to have it as an arsenal, or as a tool in his arsenal. So I'm not sure. I would love to know why you don't trust Adam Aaron. Maybe I don't know something, but I personally like Adam Aaron. I feel like he's been doing a fantastic job with everything. But what do I know? So I'd love to know why. Patrick says they pushed the meeting out past the ruling dates. The week after they'll all go into effect. Okay, so you think they're trying to, and that could be something, right? Maybe they're trying to multiple catalysts at the same time to really drive things. I don't know. So interesting. Starfer says, I feel like he tries to mess with those trying to kill his company. I guess we're talking about Adam Aaron, keep them off balance and make them harder to short. Yeah, Adam Aaron, he does. I feel like, and I've said this the whole time, right? I feel like he does such a good job since the beginning, rallying the apes. And this is something that GameStop has done a much better job at from the beginning. But from the beginning, I've been saying, GameStop needs to be more like Adam Aaron. They need to have someone really out there saying oh, GameStop's going to do this, GameStop's going to be that, this and that. And so they've been teasing a lot of things that have been pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to see what GameStop will continue to do. I don't think anything has been totally concrete yet. I know they have some like trial stores that they're trying to do for the like LAN type gaming cafe, something like that. And so hopefully that is something that they're doing. I know they're going to e-commerce. They've been doing better lately, but a while ago they weren't doing my favorite job. So, but I'm very happy at the job they're doing now. I feel like they're doing much better. And this is just what I wanted to see, right? I'm sure they have their own plan, much more rigid than I have, but that's all right. Lewis says, "Can you feel it in the air, Corey?" Feel what, my friend? I'm feeling something. I just don't know what it is. Damon says, "Some people say Adam Aaron did it on purpose to trick the hedgies into shorting more than usual today." Another bear trap. It's way too coincidental that he did it the same day. He could have rescheduled it a week ago, but he did it on the same day. Okay, interesting thoughts for sure. Patrick, the final date of the DTCC rulings go into effect is 1 week after July 17th. Oh, okay. I bought 11 more. Oh, Lee bought 11 more shares today at $9.20. I love it. Buy that dip. Man, yes, I love it a lot. Actually, funny story really quick. Good news, guys. Hats are in. They're not in this room. Hats are in. I'm very excited. That's where my hat is. I brought my hat over there just to compare it, make sure they did a good job. And they did do a good job. Their hats are very, very nice. I wanted to make sure just the quality. And you guys know I've kind of been making sure. For me, it's about the quality, you know. On these hats, I'm really not going to make any money shipping them out to you guys and stuff. And, you know, my goal really isn't to really make that much money. Like, I just want, you know, some people wanted hats, I'll make some hats, and we'll see, you know. But yes, so hats are in. I got to figure out how to distribute them. My website's not done. So I have to figure out how to distribute them, but they are going to be coming very, very, very soon. As soon as I can figure out how to get it out, how to collect the information to like ship it, stuff like that. I might do a weird thing on like Patreon, but it would be like a double whammy. So cool stuff. Can we sing AMC to the moon? I'll sing it. Hamza says, vote didn't matter when they took off the 500 million shares. Let's see. Lewis says, serious question. I saw you had a squeeze simulation game. Can you set trailing stop losses and more advanced techniques on it? You know, that wasn't my game. Oh gosh, it was. I'd go to the video and find the game in the comments. Unfortunately, I can't recall if you can do that. I don't think you could do that. But I might be wrong. I only played it a little bit. I haven't played it as much as I've been wanting to play it. But that was a very, very, very fun and interesting game. I'll tell you that right now. Very, very fun and interesting game to play. House says, Corey, can you talk about the earning? What is our target? I'm not sure you're talking about the AMC earnings. Realistically, here's the deal. AMC has been freaking closed, and then they've been at not even 100% capacity. I'm expecting, you know, and here's the deal. It's a weird situation, right? If this was Apple has been, nothing has really changed from my understanding, and I don't know if you guys can hear that dang lawnmower, but holy smokes. Apple really hasn't changed in their business model, anything like that, right? These guys are going strong. Even with COVID, they did fine, yada, yada, yada. And that's that. Now, Apple is one you can say, okay, well, they should be right on par with their earnings, yada, 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 this stuff. But AMC, they've been closed, you know, and I'm really not even concerned with how their business performs. Obviously, I want it to perform well. I want more retail investors to go in, yada, yada, yada. But realistically, I'm more interested in people holding and in a short squeeze. You know what I mean? Like, I think the stock is going to do well. People are obviously bullish on it. People want to go to the movies and stuff. So I feel like the earnings are probably going to be pretty good either way. But even if they're not good, you know, you could always, they were still closed. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. Harry says, hey, how's your day going? My day is going fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, hats. So, guys, it's a funny story. Whenever I went to get the hat, they were like, Corey, you talk about stocks, right? And it was this nice lady, and she says, oh, my son he bought a bunch of those AMC stocks. And I said, oh, that's what I talk about. That's my bread and butter. I love to talk about AMC and GameStop. And she goes, yeah, so you have to hold the stock and this. And I walked them through it. The lady next to her, she pulled out her phone and she was like, okay, it's AMC. She goes, it's this one. I said, yeah. And I explained to her my story and everything. And she goes, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell my husband and make sure he buys it and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, man, it was so cool how they were so excited about it. You know what I mean? And it's a cool thing. It's a very cool thing. Starfish says maybe the 500 million shares was a trick too. Yeah, and so this is a theory that people have been saying with Adam Aaron, kind of a bull trap or a bear trap. I mean, to get people who are, you know, like to get people who are the hedge funds. I'm sorry, the guy in the back, he's distracting me, but a bear trap to have these shorts, you know, they short some more thinking, oh, these guys are going to leave whenever they hear about the share dilution and all this stuff. And he took it off the table to maybe to help out or whatever. And yeah, so very interesting stuff. We'll just have to see exactly what it was. And maybe, I don't know if Adam Aaron will ever be able to say, oh, this is why I did this. Yes, I wanted the short squeeze to happen, yada, yada. You know, right now, he obviously can't say anything because he has a vested interest in the stock to go up. You know, it's like if I had my own stock, like I can't go in and say, oh, my stock is, you know, I can't say things. You can't give away secrets. So, yeah. Lucid, hello, welcome. One Who Hunts Unicorn says, I have a May 21st call, hoping good news comes sooner than later. Yes. And I'm not sure if you're talking about Mavis or you're talking about AMC, but I'm hoping for both of them that we have some very, very good news soon. And we'll see. CT says, successful day here. Got 10 more AMC calls, $5 strike price, expiring 1/21/22. Very, very nice. I now have 60 between December and January expiration. Got in the money for recovery's sake, just in case. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good idea. I mean, those kind of call options, obviously more likely to print. So I know you paid a good premium for them, but realistically, I feel good about those kinds of shares, and especially those expiration dates. Right? You can always sell it before. No problem. And yeah, you eat a little bit into the premium, but you know what? That's fine. Well, you know, you pay a higher premium, so there's obviously theoretically less profits because of the premiums, but you know what? I'd rather have something print in the money and pay a little bit of a higher premium than have something not in the money and I just lost all that. Capital. So that's my thoughts on it. So hopefully that prints for you, my friend. Well, I think it will print for you. Hopefully it does. Starfish says Mavis will rebound. I think it will rebound. I don't know if it'll rebound by the 21st, which is really what I care about currently. So we'll see. What do you think about GLBS? Let's take a quick look at GLBS. Globus Maritime. Is this okay, so similar to CTRM, and this is what they are transporting, so good stuff. Financials on an annual basis. Looks like gross profit is, they're kind of going, so it went from 5.62 million to, so 5 to almost 9 to 6 to 2. So really the past 3 years going the wrong way. And I'm not sure why that is. I really don't like that at all. Let's see what the institutions have to say about it. 3% institutional ownership. Not really my favorite. No analyst data. You know, personally, this is since 2007. I really don't like what I'm seeing so far. Let's look at the chart. Maybe the chart says a different story. Oh boy. And the chart is not really saying a story that I like personally. Just been going down. Now, the one thing I will say that is good about this, if you know something that I don't, that is going to happen. What you have to look at though, like look how low it's getting, right? You know, the question is, are they going to go bankrupt? If the answer is no, then are they going to recover from this? Because they were at 380. It looks like 386 was the low. And I will say I do like stocks like this because they've been going, you know, they've been going down. And so it's been cheaper. Now the question is, this is what we saw with GameStop, right? And AMC. AMC, you know, it started, you know, up here, whatever, 15 bucks, whatever. And then over the past, you know, couple of years, it went all the way down to 250, $3, $2, whatever it was. Same thing with GameStop. And eventually, you know, it obviously recovered very, very well. Granted, it's a little bit of a different situation, but if these guys are going to announce, hey, we're not going bankrupt, hey, we're doing a partnership, yada, yada, yada. If they can announce something, then you could get it at a very, very good price, even around here at 475. So personally, I just don't like anything about what is happening with this stock. But if there's a news catalyst, it could be very good for you. You know, I just got to keep it honest with you. I'm probably not exactly what you wanted to hear, but I just have to give you my complete honest feedback. Otherwise, I'd be doing you a disservice. But hopefully you say, hey, you suck. You know, Corey, what are you talking about? And I'd appreciate that. Erica's, hello, lots of bots on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on. It's been awful with the bots, gosh. And on that note, if you guys see a bot saying, what do they say? Message my WhatsApp. Hey, it's me. Is it a buy? Message my WhatsApp. Please don't. That's not me. Please don't message them. August says he said it could potentially be followed by moonshot, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if you're talking about Trey or Adam Aaron about the moonshot. I think it was Trey. And yeah, here's the deal. We're all expecting a moonshot, right? The question is, when is it coming? And I think it'll be sooner than later. And sooner, I mean, you know, 3 months. Now, here's the deal. With all of this being pushed back, I don't know if that's changed my timeline. Originally, it was I had a 4-month timeline, and that was at the beginning of April. We're now through April, so theoretically, I would have 3 months. I do think that before September, there will be some kind of move. So I guess I reset my timeline to back to 4 months, but I do feel like before September, there will be some kind of move. Realistically, a lot of people seem to be betting on July, right? If we take a look here at the options, we can see a lot of people are loving I don't think anyone's in the June ones. So yeah, not really in the June ones. And this one goes to $24. And I think a lot of people are in the July ones because these are the first ones. Wait, AMC, June. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it's the end of June. I apologize, I'm wrong. So the end of June, a lot of people, look at this, 78,000 contracts so far. This is just the beginning. I really think this. I wonder if this will get to over 100,000 contracts by June. I would not be surprised if this hit around 100,000 contracts by the end of June. There's plenty of time for that to happen. And that's the first one where you can get a $40 strike. I did get one of these. I'm not going to lie. I also got I think a $25 one. It was on a pretty good sale or something. Someone had a pretty low ask for it. So I went ahead and just bought it, and hopefully it prints. It was pretty cheap, and honestly, for the kind of returns that you can get, I really wasn't too worried about it. And I think it'll be a good play. But it's risky. It's risky. Oh, let's also take a look at Dogecoin, guys. Dogecoin just I don't even know what to say, honestly. I don't know what to say. Like, wow. Just wow. It touched 60 cents? No way. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. If only I would have kept that $100 in, you know? $100. Let me see what that would have been worth. Just out of curiosity. Although I think I'm gonna hate myself. This is at, let's say, 55 cents. Or I did this wrong. 100 divided by 0.55 times 100. There's no way, dude. Okay, well, I can't look at that. I can't look at that. Thank you very much. All right, let's continue because yikes, yikes, yikes. So yeah, Dogecoin looking good. You know, Bitcoin not looking so hot. You know, I guess it is still at 54K, which is pretty legit. But let's see what it's been looking like. Actually, I did want to take a look at Marathon. I want to see how these guys have been doing, right? Because these guys basically mirror Bitcoin, right? And they've been doing very well. A little bit of a correction, and they've been down here for a little bit. And so I feel like this stock is going to be so good. This is one that I would love to take a position in, but unfortunately right now I just can't seem to take it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just been I don't know, it's been hard to get in. And so, and obviously all my money is basically tied up in AMC and GameStop, as you all know. So I would have to wait for these stocks to run before I took a position. Luke says, guys, I know if I sell tomorrow, it'll pop. Anyone want to give me a kickback? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Patrick says, okay, so a bunch of bot stuff in Discord. Let's take a look. All right, just taking a look. Bear with me one moment. I don't know if I'm seeing it. Oh, these are the, okay, I see all of these. Oh, geez, this is a bunch. Yeah, a bunch of shill stuff. Let me see if I can. Is this safe? Yeah, it's probably safe. It's probably fine. So we can see here. It's just so small. I don't even know if you guys can see. I can't keep holding this. I'm gonna sell my shares Monday. AMC's going to a penny. Selling all my shares. Apes, it's over. We must accept defeat. Just a bunch of just like obviously fake stuff. I don't even know why people are wasting their time. I don't know how they did this. If there's a bot, if they paid someone to do all this, just silly. You know, what a waste of time, energy, and money. But whatever they want to do. Is it a buy hat? Yeah. So the hats are just like my hat. I don't have my hat on, but yes, the hats, guys, are going to be just like my my hat's going to be very, very cool. Do Dropbox, drop shipping. I don't think I can do drop shipping there or Dropbox, but I like where your head's at. I love the ideas. Thank you very much. Study with David says, do you think we can expect a squeeze for this month? Honestly, it's hard to say. I mean, realistically, we're waiting for these rules, right? Let's look at these filings. I haven't looked at them yet today. Realistically, we're waiting for these filings. And so, you know, nothing new here, nothing new here. You know, and still waiting on 801. I do have a video that I'm planning on recording very, very soon. It's one of my videos that I want to make very, 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 very soon. And it's going to have to do with timelines and everything like that with regards to these actual filings. And so be on the lookout for that one. And I think it's going to help us a little bit more with these timelines, just to understand when a rule can pass, how long it's going to take for a rule to pass, yada, 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 and all that good stuff. So earnings are scheduled. AMC earnings. Oh, actually, do we have a date for AMC earnings? Oh, obviously we do, right? Let me see. I wonder if it shows it in here. The cool part is, like, for this one, you can say the E for earnings, and then you hover over and it says like the date for earnings. And so let's see if we can find good old AMC earnings. It looks like it is in 2 days. So yes, earnings is still in 2 days, and it has even here the period is Q1, the revenue -1, estimated earnings per share or EPS is -1.26. I guess -1.26, which is yikes, but that's okay. We'll see what happens with it, but it could be great, could be bad, and if their estimated is better, it beats their expectations, then that could be a very, very good thing. And hopefully we can get some retail investors. We need people to hop in the stock. There are too many people just holding. It's weird to say, but people are holding. We need new blood. We need fresh blood to come in and really give some volume. Yeah, Luke says, does anyone holding really care about that much of the earnings? Yeah, I mean, a little bit, but realistically, I'm not putting all the weight in there. As long as people continue to hold, I think there will be some kind of catalyst, and so I'll say that. Luco says earnings will give a nice boost, I believe. And, you know, if it is positive earnings, then yes, it really could give a great boost. So James says, Corey, what's up, Corey? What's up, James? Maybe you can consider making a video on the top 5 share prices of all time, and what to look for in them to break the 1K mark, so people can have a more realistic understanding. Oh, that could be a good video. Do you have a short list for me by chance, like that you can send on the Discord or something? Like, I don't know if you have a link of something that, because I'm sure this has already been made before, right? Where I can reference and kind of take a little bit of inspiration and maybe cross-reference, stuff like that. Nature Girl, what is up? Did you go over GME already? I did go over GME. We can go back to it. Always got to show love to both of the stocks. So yes, basically, long story short for GME, we are still within this squeeze down that I was anticipating right here. Can I change the color of the squeeze? Yay! We'll go a little bit. Is this the original? This is the original. I just want to make sure I have it. I don't want it to be red. Do we have a green? This purple? Sure, we'll make these purple just for visibility. Okay, we'll make these purple. So right now we're looking for the squeeze down, right? And so this squeeze down, hopefully it's obviously staying within here, exactly what we're anticipating. And I got this from these points right here of resistance, these levels of support down here. We can see we're setting higher lows, right? Continuing, bouncing. It looks like it's going to bounce again right here, right? This could be a great entry point if someone's looking to take a position and they want to catch it. Now, granted, it could dip a little more, but realistically, right, we're seeing how it's just setting higher lows. And it's staying within this squeeze down. So looks like we're going to squeeze down and we're going to see a break, right? Eventually, which way is it going to go? Is it going to break above or below? It's going to be bullish or bearish, and we'll see, you know. But here I did give it a little bit of time. Looks like this squeeze down would is this 2 days? So here's just today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 9 days, I'm sure we'll see some kind of price action, and it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day. But realistically, just waiting for this price action, something to give. I think when something gives, we'll have some good stuff. I did not have the patience for CTRM. Yeah, CTRM. Here's the deal. It's a long-term play. A lot of the stocks, and you know. Huge credit to Trace for bringing these stocks to a lot of people's attention, and I'm sure you got it from his Discord and stuff. But you know, CTRM, Senseonics, Microvision, stuff like that. Those are all plays that kind of Trace Trades made popular. I think they're all probably pretty fan-freaking-tastic plays, but they're probably going to take a little longer, right? Especially after that correction. I don't know who was anticipating a correction. I guess, you know, it's the stock market, can go either way, right? And so I think that it going the way it did was a little shocking. Didn't help me in the least bit at all. It was the worst thing that could have happened to me personally, as far as the stock price of where I bought in, because I bought in basically at the top of that, and corrected, and now so we'll see which way it goes. But realistically, in the long term, I think every single one of those plays will probably print. And long term meaning, you know, a year or something like that. Maybe end of the year will probably do pretty well. How says Corey regarding rule 1, wasn't today the 60th day? How, I'm not too sure about that one. I have to take a look, my friend. Robert says, if only I would have kept my 50,000 shares of Doge at 0.04 cents. Yeah, just 4 cents. Yeah, trust me, I had it at 2 cents, maybe 2.5 or something like that. So I'm with you. I put $100 in it. So what is that? I had $100 times, wait, this isn't right. How do I do that? Well, I had 2 cents. So yes, it was nuts. Oh, I think I divided it. Whoops. Yeah, I had 5,000 shares. So you would have made a lot more money than I would have, but I feel your pain. Mara and Riot both follow Bitcoin. They're all going down. They're both going down. And so the question is, where do you think Bitcoin is going to go? Do you think it's going to recover? Do you think it's going to do better? I think it'll probably, I clicked the wrong one. And I think it'll probably do better. I think it'll be okay. But yes, it is. Wow, it went down a little bit. Broke the 54K. KC Hull says, from today's AMC press release, the date change will provide additional time for its millions of current individual shareholders. Yeah, they're you know that there are millions of people holding the shares, right? Aren't there? They have a lot of shares to hold. There are millions of shares in the float. Jacob says, earnings has not mattered, even if it's been positive. Unfortunately, it's ridiculous. Yeah, remember, guys, we're in a weird market. This market has been flooded by new investors, which is a great thing, right? This is so great that people are this is fantastic that people are in this trading, that they're getting into trading. They're finally doing it. Before it was like, you know, it's very expensive to trade, and I have to give so much credit to Robinhood. As much as they mess people up, they also had good with what they enabled people to do. Because of them, there are all these brokers that are offering free trades, and the fact that we were able to get those free trades are great, and it's really changed the game, and it's made trading so easily accessible, because, you know, Robinhood had to have some kind of competitors that are fast and yada yada. This is how we got Webull and all these other ones that you could trade on your phone super easily. And yeah, but we all know that story. And so hey, what's up, Ginger? And so basically that is why what was I getting at? Any good news? Yeah, so basically with all of these news catalysts that are happening, it really kind of doesn't even matter for the earnings and stuff, just because the apes, they buy and hold. And, you know, some people get bored, they sell off as they switch, yada yada. And finally there's something that everyone is on and everyone's waiting. And whether it be AMC, Gamestop, those meme stocks that are heavily shorted stocks, realistically, you guys know I don't care for the meme stock term, because they're just regular stocks. They just so happen to have a certain position on them. But anyways. First RC board. What about... You forgot to mention Chipotle, James. Chipotle is a 1450 stock. I don't know why 801 hasn't passed just yet. Just kind of waiting on it. This is something that I will be covering in my video about dates and everything. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's see what else we have going on here. Whoops, I touched it. Okay, so we have this. Actually, I think I had a post or two I wanted to talk to you guys about. One second. I'm taking a look and see if I can find this post. There was a post I wanted to show you guys. Just trying to see if I can find it here. Okay, let's see. Stockhawk Bozeman. Here we go. This is it. So from Stockhawk Bozeman, I don't know why this happens to me. All right, here we go. So confirmed. So let's see. From the Bloomberg terminal today, 98% buy, 2% sell apes. Apes need to know that we are holding through the storm. And this is something that is so important. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Nothing is making sense. And it's so funny. It's so like hard to like, I just want people to know that, just so you can know that, like, guys, people are holding these stocks, even though it's been down. This is theoretically, this is a whole bunch of shorting pressure, a whole bunch of short pressure, and people are holding the stock. If this is accurate, there's also, I think it's capital.com. Nope. There's something like that. It's capital. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Capital wrong. I did capital like letter. Okay, so capital over here. Look at this trader sentiment. You can see 97% buyers, 3% sellers, and that's that should be based on how many people are actually buying and selling, something like that. And this is all calculated. You can't vote on this. This is not a vote. This is automatically generated on this website. And so very, very similar to these numbers we're seeing right here, right, from the Bloomberg terminal. And people are holding the stock. They're buying it and they're holding it. And these people cannot, whoa. They can't shake the apes from their positions. Okay. And so I know it feels a little bit scary. Like who's selling, who's yada, yada, yada. And theoretically, you know, according to these sentiments, it's just short volume. These guys, high frequency trading, things like that. It's just insane. It's unreal. Let's take a look at, just for fun, let's take a look at Fintel, see what's going on. Good old AMC, and then we'll take a look at GME as well. So AMC, look at the short interest. So currently the short squeeze score, 81.17, number 329. And look, the short shares availability, 2.4 million. A short borrow fee rate continuing to go down, which again doesn't make any sense. And you know, we do have to take these numbers with a grain of salt. We're not exactly 100% sure what's going on with these numbers, but what we can see is, you know, these numbers are getting, you know, this is getting larger. There's more short shares to available. Short borrow fee rate is going down, which we wanted to go up. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, whenever we look at the volume, it doesn't even show that. This doesn't indicate what we're seeing. And so that's why we do just take those numbers very, very carefully. On top of that, there's also, what else do we have over here? We had one more thing. I don't know what I was saying. I'm so dang hungry. I'm not even thinking straight. Yeah, I don't trust those numbers, and I understand that it's very fair not to trust those numbers. Oh, I was gonna look at Twitter map course. This is why I want Ortex, so I can look at these dang numbers without having to go to dang Matt Kors all day, which I appreciate Matt Kors for posting these numbers, but you know what I mean. So 8 hours ago, AMC theaters. Okay, so rescheduled, no problem. 12 hours ago, here we go. So short interest is 22.67, which is still pretty fantastic. Shares on loan is 146 million. Utilization still max value, and then days to cover is still 3.29. We are in prime time. We are in squeeze central right here, okay? And I love it. I'm going to continue to hold this, and I have no problem doing so. No problem at all. Oh, thank you, Gorilla. Watch the everything short. Yes, everything short is pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie, scary stuff. How says Corey, a transaction needs to have a buyer and a seller. No, how can they determine more or buyer? That's actually a very good question. How? That's actually a very good question. How? Let me think. Oh, I think this is an actual sentiment of like, oh, I had it in my head and then I lost it. How many people are trying to buy versus how many people are trying to sell? I believe this is what I would assume, right? That how many people are actually trying to sell versus how many people are trying to buy. And from my understanding, it seems like more people are actually trying to buy into the stock, out of the positions, yada, 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 than actually get out of the positions, right? And so that's how I believe that's done. And as we can see here, right, more people are trying to sell than actually buy the stock. And this is how we look at the level twos. Yeah, pounds. The question is, Gorilla says, didn't Volkswagen break 1,000 pounds? Not sure. So I think it went up to $800 or $900 US dollars, which I believe at the time it would have broken 1,000 pounds, just based on the currency exchange, rate, but not $1,000, but probably 1,000 pounds. Sarah, what is up, Sarah? Sarah says, curious. Do you live under a bathroom, or is your computer possibly set on top of an aquarium? Sarah, I would love to know why you think that. Sounds like something is running in the... Really? Like something's running? Maybe it's my fan. How about now? Is that better? I don't know. Do I always have like a whirring sound, guys? Like a buzzing sound whenever my stream is on? Sarah has me freaking out. Sounds normal to lemonade. Sarah, it's your fault. Yeah, we can look at the VW squeeze chart. I mean, I guess I'm being lazy, huh? Let's see, we have some numbers on here. Numbers. Okay, so if you want to look at euros, well, even then, didn't even... Oh, look at that. We've been looking at the number in the wrong currency the entire time. Whoops. Is this VW? I don't even know what currency this is in. 2008. Is this dollars? It is a big deal, Sarah. You made it a big... No, I'm just playing. All right, so I guess we're good to go. So, yes, that is that. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, here we can see it. So I guess it never passed 1,000 pounds, did it? Well, now we know. And people... It's so funny how people do these comparisons and yada, yada, yada. We shall see. We shall see if this stuff is real. Never heard of buzzing. All right, well, okay, I guess no buzzing. That's all right. I lowered it just in case anything. Hopefully my volume isn't too low. Hopefully it's still like okay. I went ahead and got that lowered though. Excuse me. Whoops. Good to go. Good to go. Let's see. All right, well, that's that. The more you know. All right, so we had that. We have this. Sounds like, well, it's probably my fan blowing on here. Maybe I need to get a wind thing. £800 oh gosh, I thought the pound was worth more than the US dollar in 2008, but I may be mistaken. I thought it would have been, I think it was like $1.5 $1 is like 1.5 pounds from my understanding, but well, let's see what it is today. Pound. So, oh, okay. So yeah. And I think this changed, right? We can look at the 5-year max or something. Yeah. So it just kind of changed, but either way, no worries. No, guys, it's quiet. There's no sync on. There's no toilet running. It's probably my fan or my other fan. Or maybe I'm breathing really heavy because you guys make me nervous. Okay, so let's see what else we have going on over here. So this is all good. This is all good. Let's take a look at the tops. I haven't even looked at the tops for the day. What am I doing? You know what I mean? COCP up 72% on the day. Not bad at all. Geez. Let's see. Anything else we recognize on here? No. Let's see the top losers for the day. Oh, BTX. Haven't we seen this one before? Ocugen. I've seen this one on these lists before. And that's what it is. Is your refrigerator running? You guys are wild. Mohammed, what is up? Hey Corey, what is going on with AMC GME today? Do you think the squeeze might happen anytime in the very, very near future? So, I like you better underwater. Sounds a little scary, but no worries. Let's take a look. So what happened with so do I think we've kind of already gone over AMC GME. I guess a quick recap. GME looking like it's going to squeeze down, so we see the purple here for the squeeze down. We'll see what's going to happen if it actually does end within here, or which way it goes. As far as AMC goes, AMC had a little bit of news today, so they did say that they did postpone the annual meeting of stockholders to July 29th. Now, I'm okay with that. No problem. They did release this news toward the beginning of the day. So if we would have seen a dip, and we kind of did see a dip, right? We can go on the 1 day and see that there was a bit of a dip here. And so even with this news, it still recovered, still did pretty well. Looks like it might be dipping a little here in the after hours, but that's all right. It is what it is. And regardless, I feel okay with this. I thought it was going to dip way worse. Excuse me. And so you guys, I thought it was going to dip way worse, but it did pretty well. So I'm happy with that. And realistically, we're waiting. We looked at a few indicators, and this person here said that on the Bloomberg terminal today, it was a 90 for AMC. It was a 98% buy, 2% sell. People are holding. People are freaking holding. We can see here on capital.com, we can see similar thing, right? Instead of 98, it's 97 and 3. And it looks like people are truly holding this stock, and I'm happy to see it. I get a little nervous, but you know, apes hold strong. Diamond hands are real. And so that's what I feel. Let's see. And I hear doors squeaking. Guys. Yeah, okay, the front door did open and it did squeak. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Oh, as far as do I think something's going to happen within the week or tomorrow? Look, it's not looking like my favorite, right? So, why did this just move like this? Did I do that? Okay, so as far as what I think is going to happen, I don't think that we're going to have anything squeezed within, you know, this week or something. Just personally, and here's the deal. I could be completely wrong. This is a complete guess as to which way the stock is going to go. No one really knows, right? We're waiting for some kind of news catalyst. Whenever we get that news catalyst, we'll be able to see the direction it's going in. But until we can get some kind of something, so until something gives, then, you know, nothing's really going to happen, I don't think. And that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. And so, yeah. Someone said, oh, Dober Mamba says, something is wrong because today's stream sounds real choppy, like someone is pushing the mute button on and off for the past 10 or 15 minutes. What? Has my stream been choppy like that? I'm getting, it says my stream quality is good. See, stream quality is good. All the stuff looks good. No problem. Anyone else having issues? Robert says, are you only invested in GME and AMC or other stocks as well? I only have AMC and GME now since I sold all my other stocks. I did do the similar thing. There were some stocks that I did hold the entire time. But most, I would say 90% of my stocks I sold out of, and I put it all in mostly AMC and more recent, and I do have some in GameStop, but AMC is just out of the water. You know, I have so much AMC, it's ridiculous. Do you live in a haunted house? I do not live in a haunted house. It's a very nice house that I hope is not haunted. Gorilla says I want to get some GME too. I'm deep in AMC, but I'm of the opinion they'll both go off. I agree. I completely agree. I think they'll both go off. They'll both go to the moon. I think they're both going to treat you very, very well. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. I had a comment today that basically someone shilling AMC, saying how it's a dead company, it's not going anywhere, the stock is never going to squeeze, yada yada yada, we're fools, blah blah blah. And you know, I responded to this person. I was like, I asked him to come on the show, honestly, just because it's like, in my opinion, it's not a very educated opinion. Especially the way they said it with the things they were saying didn't make any sense. But it was crazy. It was psycho. But that person said they became a lot more respectful whenever I spoke to them normally, and they said they won't be able to come on because they're a big deal and stuff. But it's just crazy. Apes together strong. Sound wise, what is happening? I don't know what's going on with the stream. Okay, well, I guess we'll continue to monitor it. I am using a new streaming platform. I thought everything would be good. Everything should have transferred over. Should be the same situation, but I don't know why it would do that. Weird stuff. What the heck? You scared me, Web. WebTurb says, what the heck is that thing that keeps floating behind you? Ooh, I gotta chill. What the heck? Messing with me. Talk about Reddit crashing day. Guys, it did crash, right? I thought it was just me. Like, man, Reddit crashing has been it's been driving me bonkers all day. And now I got this tinfoil hat on. I'm like, oh, it's the hedgies. But no, I'm sure there's having some kind of weird issues. But it's like, oh my gosh, it was so lame that it was just crashing. And I was like, man, I can't even use this thing. I thought it was my Wi-Fi. I thought it was this. I thought it was that. What a pain. Corey's ghost, will you come on the show? Heck no. Mackenzie says, what is your day job? I'm actually a web developer. I make websites, or try to. And so, yeah, that's what I do. All right, so I'm glad to know my stream isn't doing too bad, but weird stuff. We Out Here says May 19th is the last day until forced liquidation happens. What does that mean for us? Until forced liquidation, May 19th. I have to check those dates and stuff. I haven't checked it. I guess I'll take I'll accept what you're saying for now. But or if you have a link or some kind of source for me, I'd love to just confirm that. But as far as what does that mean for us? Here's the deal. If they are able to force liquidation, in my opinion, that's endgame, right? If they can force liquidation, then that's it. That's done. And so, yeah. Dang it, Sarah. Why'd you do this to us? I'm not falling for it, James. You freaking me out. Look up the Great Reset. Oh gosh, this is scary. Oh boy. Is this like a doomsday type situation? This seems like a Thanos type deal. What the heck? Seth, I think I'm just gonna make that video tonight. Seth says, any update on DTCC rules and expected dates? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make that video tonight. I might end the stream just a tad early so I can get started on it, but yeah, I'll have to make that for you. WebTwerp says, listen to you every day, have a sizable positions in GME, AMC, and Doge. Gotta say, life is pretty good. Life is fantastic. Thank you so much for listening and hanging out with us. I mean, like, it's great. Like, if you guys aren't having a good freaking time, I know it's might be a little boring. We're sitting, we're holding, yada yada. I do think I'm gonna start incorporating some more, maybe a little more variety or something in some of my videos, just because I know we're talking about AMC and Gamestop, a whole lot, but there are other plays also that are out there, and I get kind of on the fence about it because I don't want people to think of play as a distraction, then it gets beat down and the people hate it, yada yada. But there's some actually good plays, or maybe I'll talk about the plays that I'm going to play after what's happening. You know what I mean? So like, after we go to the moon, I'm going to invest in this stock and here's why. I'm going to invest in this stock and here's why. And so I'm going to have to think of how I want to do that. I'm going to ask your opinion on some stocks as well. I want to know, oh, thank you, DeMark. You have a good night, my friend. I also want to know, like, you guys have found some fantastic plays that I'm looking forward to, especially with Biden's push. Biden's going to push for, electric vehicles and structure and stuff like that. Man, if you guys have plays for that, oh my gosh, I would love to see that. Robert says, well, you make websites. I should connect with you with some business. Absolutely. Send me a message. You can send me a message on my YouTube. You can go to my about page or something, and then you can click show email and send me an email, something like that. I'd love to chat. Oh, very, very cool. Sneakers. I like sneakers. Wow, very cool, Robert. Hit me up. Okay, Sean says the Great Reset is the #1 reason I know the squeeze is happening. It's the World Economic Forum behind it. Oh my gosh. This is the way they reset the global financial system, by breaking it. Wow, that is crazy. And it's rough because it's almost like it has to happen, because it's what are we going to do? Our system, realistically, does it look like it works? Yeah, it looks like it works. Does it actually work? Here's the deal. If some people holding a position in a stock can cause, just holding a position in a stock, think about it. The apes aren't doing anything weird at all. They bought a stock and they're holding it, and they want to hold it because they like it. I love this stock. I was in the stock before all the hype, and yeah, but if some people holding a stock will completely collapse the system, like the hedgies are making it seem that the apes are going to collapse it, which we're not, by the way. It would be their fault, and that's ridiculous if that's the case. Absolutely ridiculous. But so that's a very interesting thing. I might have to take a look at it. Seth, thank you for your work. Love your attitude. Can't wait to be with you when things squeezes. Hey, thank you so much, Seth. Do my best, my friend. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen when it squeezes. I'm trying to figure out what I can do if I can, I don't know, take off or something during the squeeze. But at the same time, I don't even want to. I almost don't even want to be around for the squeeze. I want everyone to shut down and almost not even watch. You know what I mean? Imagine if everyone, and we talk about Robinhood transfers, right? Think about theoretically, if everyone transferred whenever the squeeze started, and they all had to hold for 5 days. No one could sell, no one could this, and everyone had to hold for 5 days. Imagine what the stock would go to and the possibilities. It's just a fun theory that could never ever happen, but I always thought that would be pretty interesting. Yeah, good point. So Starfish says, we don't have to be 100% in AMC or GME. Absolutely. I'm in other plays as well. And, maybe I will start sharing those plays a little more with you guys, so you guys can see what I like, why I like it, and decide if you like it too. And if not, maybe you can help me find some plays. I need your guys' help. I can't find all these stocks. And you guys honestly showed me so many plays that I've really, really, really liked. So yeah, absolutely. It's going to be fun. We'll start an index fund. Or a pseudo index fund. I don't know, something like that. House says, Corey, are you in Sens? I think I am in Senseonics. I really love the potential of Senseonics a lot. If I'm not in it, then I planned on. I have a list of stocks I plan on getting in. I'm in, yada yada. But I can't really recall if I'm in Senseonics right now. Either way, I absolutely love Senseonics. If Senseonics they have one barrier. If they pass their one barrier, I think they will be bigger than Dexcom, which let me show you if you're not familiar with Dexcom. So here's Dexcom and here's Senseonics. So 371 and $1.95. Okay. In my opinion, the only difference between these two in their systems, because Senseonics is Remember, if you haven't seen my Senseonics videos, go watch it, because holy smokes, Senseonics is superior than I think every single product on the market as far as accuracy, this, that, the other, everything. The only issue with it, in my personal opinion, is you still have to do finger pricks. And if they can figure out a way to reduce the finger pricks or remove them altogether, I believe Senseonics will be the #1 glucose monitoring system on the market, and or continuous CGM, continuous glucose monitoring system on the market. And that's my opinion. So I think they have a lot, and they have so much room. They don't even have to beat Dexcom. They just have to compete with Dexcom, which they technically do. But Dexcom, you don't have to do the finger pricks, from my understanding, every day at least. And these guys, you still have to do it, I think, twice a day, which is, if I were to switch to a continuous glucose monitoring system, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to prick my finger every single day in order to do that. So, yeah. Sounds good, Robert. But it can't kick it. Sarah says, since the level 2s have been showing more buys and the chart still goes down somehow, is there any way hedgies can somehow be covering in these times? So it really depends, right? Theoretically, I guess let's grab like AMC or something, right? And this is purely theoretical. Who knows what they're actually doing? Theoretically, let's say they had this chart right here, and let's say they shorted, the stock ran up. Let's say they shorted and they ran it down to $9. In theory, sure, if they would have bought some more here and shorted it at $10 and then it ran down under $10 and they sold, I guess theoretically, right? But realistically, I don't know if they're doing that. I doubt that they're doing that, just because the numbers don't really reflect that. I mean, I suppose, in this kind of run they could have. Well, then again, we're seeing more short shares available. I mean, it doesn't make any sense what is happening with the charts in relation to their numbers on Ortex and stuff. It doesn't look like they're really doing anything that is going to help them. Maybe they're doing it a little bit, but even then, their numbers are so messed up with these short interest shares on loan and stuff. Like, these guys are, in my opinion, they're done for. And I think it's over with. Personally, I don't think there's anything that they can really do to get out of their position. Sean says the squeeze will blow back the curtain on how corrupt and broken the system is. Yeah, I think it right, especially if there's some kind of crash, then it could really show what's going on, especially if Austin user A Tobit is right. Then holy smokes, the whole system is just like, it's really no different than the financial or the housing market crash in 2008. It's basically no different. It's frustrating. What's up, Diamond? Diamond is all in on AMC as of today. Very, very nice. Robert says the squeeze is going to be all over the news, and we're going to be the ones with the last laugh. It'll turn into a Netflix movie. They're already making a Netflix movie. They're already making the Apes Together Strong documentary. I think there's one more person making something. But yes, it's going to be insane. Hey, what's up, Be Real? Well, you know how someone was talking about the millions of investors? Looks like Joshua, Twitter, just tweeted this just now. Let's see. I'm always curious to know what this person says. So Joshua says millions of current shareholders, and that was in here, right? Right here, current individual shareholders from the AMC press release stating how they rescheduled their meeting. Millions of individual shares, which you can multiply by millions of current individual shareholders by the amount of shares each individual holds. Some may hold 1 share, others could hold 50 million or 50,000 shares or more. Millions. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I may not be understanding why people are putting so much emphasis on the millions of current individual shareholders, because, well, I happen to know that the AMC float is let's call it 400 million, right? Just for conservative. So 400 million. Let's say divided by, let's say everyone's holding 20 shares, still 20 million. So I don't know, 400 million. Let's say everybody's holding 40 shares. Okay, I think I could do 80, right? 400 million divided by 80 shares. Okay, math is hard. So it'd have to be 100 shares. If 400 million people are holding 100 shares, still 4 million. So, I mean, yeah, millions it'll always be millions, I think. Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of weight here, but either way, bullish is what I'll say, I guess. I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I'm just saying, I don't know, thinking out loud, I guess. Seth says, I'm diabetic too, right down my alley. Never heard of Sens, we'll look into it. Dexcom and Medtronic, both still require sticks every day 3 to 5 times. Oh, see, Seth, I need someone that understands this stuff, because from my understanding, the Dexcom one, and so we can look at the Dexcom, what is it called? Dexcom CGM. From my understanding, their new CGM, I think it's the G6, did not require, they got the Jonas brother in there. From my understanding, this one did not require any sticks. I think you would have to stick it, but you had to do, yeah, see, eliminates finger sticks for calibration and diabetes treatment decisions. And so, yada, yada, all this good stuff. But let me see how long it lasts. Oh, let me look at products, G6 system, how it works. So from my understanding, you had this little sensor, I think it goes on your stomach or something, and it eliminates finger pricks, yada yada. You know, a lot of them do require calibration, but see, this one goes on your stomach like this. I'm not really sure, but from my understanding, and you know, I have so many questions. I have to talk to someone about it, just because, like, I'm sure they're all pretty accurate, right? But according to the tests, the Senseonics one was much more accurate, and obviously accuracy is a big deal, but you know, I don't know how far off they are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they're within X%, which is very safe, or maybe they're not so safe. Maybe someone's had a terrible experience with the other ones and it became very dangerous, but even then that would be a huge lawsuit. I don't know. I could just go on and on and on, but definitely things to think about. James says, is it possible to short crypto? I don't know if you can short crypto directly. I don't know, and I don't know who you're trying to short. I would assume you're probably trying to short Dogecoin or something, or maybe even Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, all I know of, and you might want to look into something like this, like if you wanted to short something like Bitcoin, you could short Marathon or Riot, which they basically directly reflect what they mine this crypto, and so they basically directly reflect what is going on with like Bitcoin. And so you could put like puts or shorts or whatever you want to do on this. However, or Riot, RIOT, like this. But I don't know if you can do it. I don't think you can do it directly on crypto. So you would have to, if you wanted to do Dogecoin, for example, I guess you would have to find someone who mines Dogecoin, but hard to say. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat. I guess I completely missed it, but thanks for everything you're doing. No problem. It's my pleasure. I love hanging out with you guys. It's always a good time. A lot of good stuff still to come. I'm working on my course, working on, I have a lot of ideas written down, just finding the time. But no excuses. That is not an excuse at all. As well. Same with Mavis, didn't take profits. Yep, same with Mavis, didn't take profits last week. It was rough. Be Real says SEC needs to do their job. Maybe for once, we can say it's fair. You know, and so yeah, hopefully, well, not even hopefully, right? I will say hopefully some kind of reform happens. We know that the SEC, and we talked about this with Austin A. Tobit, about, you know, they really don't have much of an incentive to fix the issue. They get paid, and they basically get, you know, their fines and stuff. They're happy to collect fines. They're more than happy to collect fines and kind of let everything happen as long as they fix the problem. And then magically, as soon as they fix it, they unfix it real quick, and then they get another fine, and then they refix it, unfix it, refix it, unfix it. It's ridiculous how it happens. It's just unreal how this stuff just happens, and it's just not right. It ain't right. Let's see what else we have. Philly says, is it a buy? DTCC doesn't object to NSCC. Should be passed in the next 10 days ago. Oh, thank you, Philly, for the link. I appreciate the links, guys. We'll go to the links. Well, let's look for the... the link. Is this the link? S&P 500. Where did you send? Oh, is the link right here. Copy link. Let's take a look. Ooh, SEC has no objections to 801. No way. This is just released 54 minutes ago. No way. What? May the 4th, notice of, oh my gosh, notice of no objection. Oh, bullish. No freaking way. Now we need NSCC 002 to be approved for the changes to be implemented. The deadline for the SEC to respond to NSC 002 is 5/8, but effectively 5/7 because of the weekend. Here's my post with a complete timeline. And we have another post here. Ooh, this is fantastic. This is cool. Look at this. This is insane. I don't know what I'm talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, this is crazy. No objection. So since there's no objection, right, it should be... Man, this is crazy. Good find. Thank you so much for the links. This is crazy. So okay, so this is a good point, right? So Can't Stop, Won't Stop, GameStop says, sorry, I'm still watching the beginning of the video. No worries about Fidelity. Trey got liquidated for no reason when AMC was at its lowest point. All his cash was settled, so maybe it's a no-no on Fidelity. You know, that's a good point. And here's the deal. We all have different brokerages that we like. Even Webull, right? As much as I really like Webull, even the CEO coming on the thing, I feel like I'd rather be in Fidelity. Just because, I don't know. There's something about Fidelity, you know, it's who I've been using for a long time. It's something about them that is just, I am a little scared about that, I will say. But good point. So if you guys don't know, so Trey was on a 1-to-1 margin account, and here's the deal. I'm not going to be on any margin account. So I don't know if they have some kind of excuse because he was on margin, or what the actual situation was. But Trey, I will say Trey's trades doesn't, I don't think he has anything in Fidelity anymore. I think he got out of there because of what they did to him, I believe, but I'm not too sure about that. But yes, he did get liquidated on that. So, and yes, you can also check. I'm more than happy to promote Trey's trades for Senseonics. He does know all about it. I do have a video on it too if you want to take a look. But yes, Trey talks about it as well. Damon is going to be swing trading Doge. Be careful, my friend, but hopefully you make some money. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. I can't believe this is actually like passed. No way. DTC 001. Where's DTC 001? Let's take a look. Everybody's talking about this. DTC 001. Add new fees for this one, the market instrument program. Why do we need this one again? Isn't this one already passed? I wonder if this updates if I refresh it. And I also wonder, does this one have the time in here? Submit comments. Comments due 20. Oh, this is the wrong one. What does this button do? I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here that is helpful. Okay, so it is therefore noticed that pursuant blah, 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 and that NSCC is authorized to implement the change as of the date of this notice, or the date approved, or the date of an order by the commission approving proposed rule change NSCC 002, whichever is later. So from my understanding of this, is this right? We have to wait for NSCC 002. I guess that's what this person is saying, right? The deadline for let's see. We now need NSCC 002 to be approved for the changes to be implemented. Okay, right. So that's what that meant. The deadline for an SEC response to NSCC 002 is 5/8, but effectively 5/7 because of the weekend. And so let's look at 002 over here, right? And so we have 002, and now we're looking for, does this one have a grace period as well? So 002, is it 10 days? Implementation within 10 business days after both 1 and 2 have been approved. Okay. Okay, great. And now let me read this one more time. The deadline for a response. So we're waiting for a response. If it is approved by 5/8, then it would be 10 days. According to this, would be 10 days. Okay. If approved. So I'm going to put this in here. Optimistic scenario. And we will Highlight that. Man, that is crazy. No way. Good find, guys. Thank you so much for finding that. That's huge. So yeah, so just to be crystal clear, I'm gonna make a video on this as soon as we get off of this. Any thoughts on SoFi? I haven't seen SoFi for trading. One of the first things I would check before I go to any brokerage was, did they halt trading? If they halted trading, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Webull did halt trading, but they halted it and they released it very, very quickly. Okay, I will say that. Be Real Time says, anyone that has a video with 2+ ads in it, for me, is all about the ad revenue. So Be Real, I don't know if we can actually control how many ads are in the videos. It's kind of like the way it goes, you know? Yeah, so as far as the Trade did get liquidated. So basically, Trey, let's look at the 3-month. We'll go back here. So, oh, whoops. Where's AMC? So from my understanding, according to Trey at least, he said whenever the stock was dipping, they liquidated him right around here at the lowest point. Like, so he was trading on a 1-to-1 margin account. The stock was dipping, and he, instead of liquidating him, you know, up here anywhere, and this makes sense if they were going to liquidate you, they would liquidate you at the lowest point they possibly can, because that's how the margin call works, right? If you don't pay your margin call, but usually the weird part is, usually if you have a margin call, it gives you X amount of time, you know, usually a day, 2 days to cover your position or put money in your account. Otherwise, they will liquidate you. Now, what I wonder what happened is if he got, I don't know why he would have gotten margin called, but let's say he was margin called down here or something. Then, you know, let's say he was margin called at $12 and it dipped all the way to 6, then theoretically I suppose he could have been liquidated, but I don't know. It was very weird. The whole story is super weird. No, I'm not, you know, not that he's lying or anything, but it's just crazy how that happened to him. And I had to be something with the margin in it, which is why on my accounts I took away margin immediately. Yeah, good stuff. Joshua says, hop, let's see, on Hemp Inc. We can take a look really quick. Inc. Is it this one? Josh? Trey said it was his cash account. I think he, I thought he said it was his one-to-one margin. I think he said it was a 1-to-1 margin account, but not sure. You got to wonder about Webull ownership, right? And guys, like, realistically, here's the deal. I'm the first to tell you, Robinhood sells all your information to Citadel directly, as he said in his, at least all your trading information to Citadel directly and other hedge funds. That's how they make their money. I think Citadel is their largest client. They said over 50% of their business is selling the information. So keep that in mind. So they know all your trades. They know what you're going to buy. They know what you're not going to buy. They can trade ahead of you theoretically because because of the way their transactions trade faster based on their systems. A lot of stuff. So be very careful. And Webull is free as well. Why do you think they're free? They have to be doing something with our trades, selling our trades, yada, yada, yada. Keep that in mind. So this is also why I did not go to Webull, because I don't know if Fidelity is selling our trades or what they're doing, but I don't believe that they would be selling our trades, but who knows? I haven't verified that one, but I also haven't verified Webull, so they might not be selling your trades, but keep in mind, if it's free, you're the product. And, you know, why are you the product? And here's the deal. Maybe they're not doing anything. Maybe they're just taking those micro pennies off of each trade, which honestly, personally, I don't mind at all. You can take a penny off the trade. I wouldn't mind at all. You can take a penny each trade. I wouldn't even mind that, honestly, personally. But yes, keep that in mind. But let's take a look at if this is the stock. Just okay, gotcha. HEMP. So it is an OTC, so you cannot trade this in Webull. But let's take a look at what's going on, right? And so this is pretty interesting. So the question is, which way do you think it's going to go? Man, this went all the way up here. What time frame is this? 1 year? Okay, so on the 1 year, we can see that this stock was all the way at 4 cents, currently very, very down. And I do like this kind of setup, right? Like this, it kind of went up and then it just retraced, right? Now the question is, did we find a bottom? I don't know if we found a bottom yet. It's kind of still trending downward. It looks like it's consolidating a little more now than it currently was, but hard to say, really hard to say. I'm not too sure, but either way, this kind of stock is going to be waiting for a catalyst. Now, we saw this catalyst. We saw this with all the flower stocks, right? All the flower stocks ran up like crazy during this time, and so that's what happened. All the flower. And by the way, guys, I'm going to release that video tonight. Really quick, sorry, sidebar. I'm going to release this video tonight, so make sure you guys are looking out for this video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it, because we need people to know it is coming. Valhalla is near, okay? And so be sure to be on the lookout and get the video spread, because it's a big deal. It's gonna be so freaking cool. I'm so hyped up. Oh, I'm so excited. But back to the stock. I apologize. So now we're gonna be waiting for a news catalyst on this stock, right? We saw it back here, ran up. These flower stocks ran up crazy high. Then they all dropped, right? And that's okay. I personally love consolidation. I love a discount. I love seeing what it can do, and it's relaxing. That tells me people are watching the stock, people are invested in the stock, people are holding the stock. And whenever the time comes, and whenever, who's Valhalla? What? So whenever the time comes, we know that people are going to jump back in this stock, and they're going to ride it all the way up. And so this is like, this could be your Doge. You know what I mean? This stock being so, and now and you're just waiting for an announcement, right? Now the question is Biden I think it would have to be a national news. And I don't know where this stock trades. I mean, where this company is, if it's in the US, if it's somewhere else. Okay, Las Vegas, it looks like. Oh, food and tobacco, fish and farming. Okay, so these guys do a little more than just that. So, just things to think about, right? Things to think about. I don't think we have any financials. No. Institutional ownership, not really. So, could be good. Could be very good. But again, just waiting on a catalyst, in my opinion. House says, Corey, what do you think about SOS? They have 100% utilization since the beginning of the year. Right. And in my opinion, I think there's going to be another squeeze. And whenever we have another squeeze, I think the same stocks that ran last time are going to run this time. That's my personal opinion. Unless they covered those stocks somehow. And I think a few of them may have been covered. I can't really recall, but I do feel like some of those stocks are going to run just like last time. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. And yeah, like Nokia, BlackBerry, I'm sure they'll probably all have a similar situation. But yeah, that's what I think. SOS, if you want to be in SOS, that's cool personally. And this is the opportunity cost, right? I like AMC. I feel like AMC is safe. I feel like AMC is this. I feel like AMC is that. AMC is my go-to, my good friend. And I'm gonna hold it. I'm already in AMC, so it's very easy for me to hold it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Yikes. SoFi started their own Reddit page. It looks like somebody's been, SoFi is free. However, they charge premiums for the shares you buy, pennies. Yeah. here's the deal. If SoFi, and you know, it all depends on the benefit. I would not mind at all paying pennies, even $1 for trades. You know what I mean? Like personally, just because, you know, $1, if I could buy as many shares as I wanted, I really wouldn't mind paying that, as long as they said, look, the reason we charge $1 is because we will never, ever, 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 ever halt trading, do anything like that. We have superior systems than everyone, which allows your transactions to go faster, to be at the better price, to be yada yada. If they said, hey, the reason why we're going to charge you this amount per trade is because we are giving you an excellent product, perfect customer service. As soon as you call, you do not have to wait more than 10 minutes for answer or whatever, you know, or a minute or whatever for answer. And that's why we are charging you $1 per trade. Then, you know, I would literally go to them because of their transparency, because of the quality that I'll be getting, stuff like that. I have no problem paying for it. And because theoretically, you know, all I would have to do is one trade would just have to go really well and it pays for itself essentially, right? So, I just need some, you know, anyways, I would love that kind of stability, that kind of transparency, especially right now in a time of uncertainty with like Robinhood and who's going to halt trading, who's not going to halt trading, is gold. I like the stock. Let's see if you want a referral link. Best customer service for you, said no app ever. Yeah, and here's the deal. Some companies, I used to work for a company that they prided themselves on having US based, it was a call center. They prided themselves. You call the call center, you're going to get a live person instantly, and they're going to help you out. You don't have to wait on hold. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Obviously, sometimes there were holds, but realistically, you're going to get a US person who knew what was going on, yada, yada, yada. They prided themselves on customer service and they had pretty freaking fantastic customer service. So what is in my cup? This is water, the good old H2O. I'm very H2O heavy. That's what I really only try to drink. I do like a milkshake, which I had yesterday, but I try to I really don't drink soda personally. I used to drink soda, but no, I not anymore. That was like high school where I used to drink soda, or maybe middle school. I don't know. I stopped drinking soda very young. House says there's a lot of talk regarding AMC and Amazon, although I think it's very unlikely. What do you think, Corey? I think it's unlikely. You know what I mean? Like, not unlikely. I just don't know if it's going to happen right now. I don't know. I just don't know. I'd be very curious. I feel like it makes sense, right? Because Warner Brothers has, and this is separate, but Warner Brothers goes to HBO now, right? So I feel like I don't think AMC could make their own streaming platform that would be super. Ian, a little late, my friend, but I'm glad you showed up, my friend. I don't think AMC could make their own streaming platform, because not that they couldn't make it, that, man, now I have HBO Max, I have Disney Plus, I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have this, I have that. I'm sick and tired of it. I have Amazon Prime. I'm sick and tired of it. I would much rather it be under Amazon. This way, through my Prime membership, I can get all of the AMC movies. I think that would be cream of the crop, and I would love that kind of partnership. I think it would fit them so perfectly, so easily. They could mesh that together, but who knows? I also do think Amazon is probably spread a little bit thin these days, right? Like, Amazon already you have partnership with Twitch where you get the free games and you get the free sub or whatever. You have a partnership with, I don't know who else they have partnership with, but I'm sure they have a bunch of stuff that is, they have their own streaming app through Amazon. Well, what do I know? You know, that's what I say. But yeah, I would like something different though. I don't want them to have their own thing. I would love them to stream through like Amazon Prime, like on my Fire Stick or whatever, right? That's what I would love to see. But okay, guys, let me head out. And I'm just going to shut off the stream, and I'm going to record that video right this second, get it knocked out for you guys. And And be sure to stick around, or be sure to look out for it. It'll probably be released in half an hour or something, or maybe an hour, depending on how long it takes me to get everything together. But be on the lookout for that. Make sure we're liking it, getting it spread so that people can see. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. As always, you guys are freaking tastic. And I will see you guys I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night for tomorrow's night stream. All right. Again, you guys have a great night. I'll see you guys later. Peace.